Internal fertilization is a process in which an egg and a sperm fuse. This mainly occurs in mammals, birds, and some fish. There are 4 steps to internal fertilization. First, the sperm and egg must touch and recognize each other. Secondly, the sperm then enters the egg in a highly regulated way. Thirdly, the genetic material from the egg and sperm fuse. Fourthly, the egg's metabolism is activated and development of a zygote begins. In this story, Adam, a sperm, and Eve, an egg, will face many of the challenges in the process of internal fertilization in the human. Before we get to the story, key features of the sperm and the egg need to be described. Both sperm and egg have a nucleus, but the anatomy of each differs from one another. The sperm has an acrosome at the end of its head that will be used in the egg-sperm recognition. The sperm also has an axoneme attached to the centrioles, a part of the cytoskeleton, and is used for movement. The egg is surrounded by a series of membranes. From outermost to innermost, there are the cumulus cells, the zona pellucida, and the cell membrane. In the cell membrane, the cytoplasm is found. Around the perimeter of the cytoplasm, there are cortical granules. Adam slowly opens his eyes. What is this place, he thinks? Adam is in for a long, challenging journey. He is beginning his journey of internal fertilization. Only 1 out of 1 million sperm will successfully make it to the oviduct to the egg. Adam has just entered the cervix of a female, Mary. If Adam is successful, he will travel from the cervix to the uterus to the ampulla to meet his fate, the egg. In a far-off land, Eve slowly awakes. She thinks to herself, I'm so lonely waiting around in Overyville for my one true love. While Eve is stuck in Prophase 1, once Eve is ready, she will depart on her own journey. She will finally leave Overyville, the ovaries, as the cumulus cells will move her along the fiumbrae, where she will travel to the ampulla and the oviduct to meet her fate, the sperm. Adam, the sperm, moves through the cervix and uterus by 3 mechanisms: sperm motility, uterine muscle contraction, and sperm rheotaxis. In sperm motility, the sperm uses its flagella to propel itself along. Sperm movement is also driven by contractions of the uterine muscles to help speed up the movement of the flagella. In sperm rheotaxis, the sperm receives a message from the egg's progesterone hormone to move against the flow of the reproductive tract fluid. This movement leads him to the oviduct. Non-mammalian sperm will also sometimes perform sperm trains, which is when many sperm hold on to one another and combine their movements to move faster than one sperm alone. Adam is maturing as he goes on his journey. Once he's in the oviduct, he goes through the maturation process called capacitation, and this prepares Adam to fertilize his future egg. In capacitation, Adam gains the ability to sense signals and guide him towards Eve. Next, Adam undergoes the acrosomal reaction. In the acrosomal reaction, Adam will fuse with Eve's zona pellucida in the oviduct and enter Eve. In humans, the oviduct is also called the fallopian tubes. While Adam and Eve have finally been united, Eve will still be chased by other sperm who also made it to the oviduct. When multiple sperm enter the egg, polyspermy occurs. In humans, there is no immediate block to polyspermy, so they will have to use a slower method to prevent polyspermy. Eve does not want polyspermy to happen because this will lead to multiple copies of each chromosome, which often result in the production of a non-viable zygote. Adam will have a hard time getting to Eve, and other sperm will have the same problem too. Eve has mechanisms to ensure only one sperm of those who survives the process gets to fertilize her. One mechanism is using ovulation protease to break a protein on the egg that helps the sperm's acrosomal reaction, which is driven by progesterone. When the egg and sperm finally bind, other sperm will not be allowed to bind to the egg. Once Adam fertilizes Eve, Eve will release calcium and zinc ions. The zinc ion release will then bind to Eve's zona pellucida, altering the conformation of the zona pellucida. The zona pellucida changes its sperm-friendly meshy exterior to form a shell to keep the other sperm out and protect Eve from polyspermy. A final polyspermy prevention method is to remove the receptor on the egg's membrane. This prevents other sperm from binding. When Adam breaks through Eve's zona pellucida, an influx of calcium ions occur. This calcium increase also allows Eve to activate and start up the cell cycle again. Eve was stopped in prophase 1, but now she'll complete meiosis. Since Adam's now within Eve, the next step is for their nuclei to fuse. Similar to Eve's activation, an increase in calcium pushes Adam and Eve to migrate towards each other and combine their nuclei.